Hello, everyone, and welcome to No Encore. I am your DM, Heartless, and, well, this is a very special game here we have. Could my players and my co-DM introduce themselves and what they will be doing today?
Fuck, that's me. Heart, does this whole serious opening, me sitting there with a mouthful of pizza, hell yeah, hell yeah. Me at the top of the order, fuck. In case you didn't already know who I am, somehow, some way, I'm AudioVizual, Toonkind's local bootleg Sableye. Today I'm going to be playing Bon Arlo, and we're going to...
I guess it's me. Hi, my name's Magic. Today I'm going to be playing a character I haven't played in a hot minute. We're going to be playing, Inspector, Marina, Lotus, Catus. Yeah. I would say she's here to stop crime, but I don't think that's what we're doing today.
Hi, I'm playing Mersel, who's going a little through it. That's fine. He's here to help his friends. Here to help just resolve things. Cause surely everything will be fine. The same, nothing bad's gonna happen.
Me. Hi. I'm not a player. I'm Hexabeast. Just Hex is fine. I'm playing someone completely new today. They are known simply as the Thrall. And you'll get to see more about them in a second.
Yep, there's that bastard.
Alright, so, with that, I will, introduce everyone to what's been going on. So, let's see, it's November, specifically the last, so mid-November, going on to being close to being late November, when Gil contacts all of you, Marina, Bon, and Mersel, and in various ways. With Mersel, it's just peeking into Mersel's room and going, so, I found Thrall. He's in there in the back alley market.
He or they is fine. It's okay.
Okay, cool.
Alright, that makes sense. Okay, we're doing this then.
Yeah.
Just look back in his pharmacy.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Mm.
Gil calls Bon on
Ring,
the
ring.
ring on the phone from Gil's hammer space. Which I'm not gonna roll hammer space for this. We're just gonna pretend it works. And he says over the phone, Bon, can you come over to the Chaos Fam apartment? You're not busy, right?
Let's see, it's a Saturday. I think if anyone gets blown up on a Saturday, it's less of my business and more of their own problem. Oh, yeah, I can come over.
Thanks. And then Gil is going to call Marina.
Okay.
Now I have a question. Does Marina have a phone?
Marina does have a phone.
Okay.
That is, in fact, something she does own.
Wonderful. Last time when Gil and Marina were out drinking, did Marina give Gil her phone number?
Probably.
Okay. So this is less weird.
This is less weird.
For Gil to call her. And Marina, as you pick up the phone, you hear on the other end, "Hey, Marina."
Wait, can I actually do something?
Yes.
The phone, as you call Marina, the phone rings once, twice. She picks it up. She apparently doesn't even look at who it's from. And she goes, "This is the day you forced me off. I'm not coming to the office."
What? No. Marina, it's me.
Huh? Oh, hello.
Hi. So remember what we talked about when we went out to the bar? It's today.
No, if I turn town, is it conveniently the day I have off? Alright. Yeah. Alright.
So, do you know where Mersel lives?
Does Marina know where Mersel lives?
I look at Vamp.
Do you know, Marcel actually doesn't take people back to the apartment very often.
Yeah.
You know, because of the kind of people who lives there with him and the kind of friends he makes sometimes. Mindset Azumi, mindset Gille.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, so, Gil flicks his tail, looks over at Mersel, because Mersel's in the same room, and then says the address for the apartment.
Alright. I'll be over shortly.
Actually, Gille, before you hang up, Marcel's like, "May I talk to Marina for a second?"
Yeah, sure. Hold on, Marina. Mersel wants to talk to you. Gil hands the phone over.
This is not the time, so I'm not going to say anything right now. However, you and I will be having a talk about giving someone prior detective on me.
I'm sorry, you cut out slightly on my end.
Marcel said, "I know this is not the time, so we're not going to talk about this right now. However, you and I will be having a talk about giving someone prior warning before you stick a detective intent on hunting his little brother down on them."
God, there's like a curse, like just distantly away from the phone, like she had like picked it up to take it away from her face. Yes, alright. I guess I suppose I'll be having that talk then.
Yeah, and with that, Marcel gives the phone back to Gil.
Alright, see you when you get here, Marina.
Yes, see you when I get there. And, click.
Yep. So, we're just gonna fast forward. Now everyone is here! And, Gil, grins at Marina and then at Bon and goes, right, I should probably explain.
Bon has no idea who this third tune is. It sure is a person. There sure is another person in this apartment.
Marina has no idea who this giant, real kind bird is.
Who is this other dog?
God.
Marina, Marina.
Thank you, Gil. That explains absolutely nothing.
Marina's going to hold out a hand. Inspector Marina Lotus Catus.
Oh, so you're a cop. Bon shakes Marina's hand.
Marina gives you a very, you know, that stare of like, really? Yeah. God.
Bon just like gives Marina like, it's a smile, but I don't think it's a very pleasant one in the sense of like, Bon is a bird.
Marina
Birds
is a
smile
cat.
weird.
God.
This is gonna be great. They're gonna be best friends.
Heard about a cat. Heard about cat and mouse. Now watch for cat and bird.
Gil's gonna be like, yeah, but she's off duty today.
Ah, so you're not, quotation mark, not a cop. Bon nods.
I think Marina just kind of like stares at you. God. I can't.
Bon's an innocent little angel, everybody. So sorry for derailing your attempt at getting us going.
God.
Gil's going to just like slowly nod and go, alright, Bon, I wanted you here today because because I figured Bob would be busy.
I see. I would love a little context as to why exactly I'm here besides that, and why our feline running afoul of the law friend here is here.
Well, we're because Marina wanted to be here when I went after Thrall, who sold my younger sister, termed loosely, a very black magic spell.
Now, are we like, is this like and Bon kind of like does the whole smacks fist into palm, or are we like doing like a talk, like
Don't smack it. Bad idea. This is the first thing you hear from Solfa. And you just hear him immediately go, that's a bad idea. No.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking, considering it's not really Thrall's fault what happened, it's really Solfa's, but Thrall has information that we want.
Bon is nodding. They're like, some real personal growth here. Understandable.
I'm trying, okay? my brand new therapist. I've been talking to him. All right, let's.
You're doing amazing. I'm very proud of all of you.
Marcel looks away. He looks away from Bon and does not say anything.
Bon stares at Mersel for a second. They don't say nothing.
Gil's gonna reach over and pinch Mersel.
No! What the hell is that about?
Gil just grins up at Mersel. And does not answer.
Marcel is this fucking close to, like, stepping on Gil's foot again. He won't, but oh, he's so...
Alright, so Gil just claps his hands and says, "First order of business is you three need disguises."
I don't suppose this guy's self will work for this?
If you want to try disguise self, the problem is you might run into someone who might just dispel it or look through it.
Fair enough.
We're not dyeing my wings this time, okay?
Okay, we don't have to dye your wings this time. I just thought it might be fun last time.
They were pink for a whole month. It was very lovely, but also... Maybe next time we can go orange. Just for you.
Gil grins much wider.
Bon kind of looks at Marina and they're like, do you want to go as a tabby cat or a lion? I'm so sorry, Magic. I'm so sorry.
It's the way you deliver the lines.
It's just fun. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's a super serious, angsty game, everyone.
Totally, super cereal.
Super cereal! Have it with some almond milk. Good for breakfast mornings.
God. Man, Marina is very fluffy. I don't know if you've seen Marina's ref. For those of the audience, she is based off of a Maine Coon cat. She's very fluffy.
Lion, lion, lion.
God. Do you want her to be alive?
Gil's tail flicks back and forth, and he walks up to Marina and just starts walking around her and says, "Well, if we want to make you into a lion, I think it would be very easy. You have a lot of hair, Marina."
Fine. So if you try to dye, it's nothing but gold sticks. I make a motion in black and white tune. God.
Well, I don't have any gold here. Gil looks over and up at Mersel and goes, "Mersel."
Yes, Gil?
What costumes do you have in your disguise kit?
There is a long pause. And Mersel kind of... Tree, so he takes off his hat and he reaches into his cyberspace. He takes out his disguise kit, and you notice that it mustn't have been used in a very long time because it's literally got cobwebs hanging off of it. And he shows it to Gil, and there honestly isn't much, and he's just like, I'm Ghiblian, so I don't actually use disguise kit very often.
Gil takes Marcel's disguise kit and opens it up and starts rummaging through it. What's in there, Vamp?
I will be honest, the only thing that's in there is like a half full bottle of hair dye probably. And like some scissors.
God.
Maybe a hairbrush.
Gil's gonna just shake his head and close it and hand it back. How about we use mine instead?
He's squinting a bit at Gil, like, this is a lot of power to give Gil.
I mean, can you really blame him last time for you turning into a spooky ghost?
Oh, he can. And he absolutely wouldn't put it past Gil to, like, disguise him as a fox or something.
Man. Marina is also just used to casting disguise self, so she's...
Shh. Man, goddamn putting up CGI. Does no one believe in practical effects anymore?
Have you seen...
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay, in Mersel's defense, he is Ghiblian, and I was like, okay, I'm actually not going to be using the disguise kit a lot for him as a character, because, like, disguise kit is technically, like, more geared towards, like, rubber hose or wands or, like, Disney Frankenalies rather than specifically Ghiblians who are more real kind of line.
Mm-hmm.
I got disguise self because I was like, I'm not going to be doing disguise kit very often.
You're very valid. I am just laughing.
God.
So does Gil whisk them away to
Oh yeah. It's time for a costume montage.
Amazing.
Anyway.
And Gil indeed will probably start trying to dress Marcel up as a fox.
Mersel puts his foot down. No dressing me up as animals.
Fine. Jeez. It's just that's the easiest way. You know what? Why don't instead? And then Gil starts pulling out devil horns and a tail.
Mersel puts his head in his hands, but it's just like, fine. At least I have dressed up as a fox before on Halloween. That would actually make very good disguise.
Yeah, well, we're also going to have you leave your coat here or put it in your hammer space, Mersel.
He does not look happy about that, but fine. He will leave his coat in his hammer space.
And, so, each of you roll, for disguise kit with advantage, because Gil is helping you.
Okay.
What would
Should
that
Bon
be
as
again?
well.
Yeah.
What role would that be?
So I would say it's your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus if you're attuned, because tunes get proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
18.
24.
And Bon!
Yep, one sec.
It's pretty decent.
17. Yeah. On probably. I looked at their notes, and Saturday is they wear an orange shirt, so they probably like stole one of Ross's few black shirts and I don't know. They look more black and white than they did before.
Mm-hmm. And Gil also put gloves on Bon, as well as rearranged the scarf, and you know, it's all about presentation.
Amazing. Bon's probably wearing 2 scarves. They're probably wearing one with cute little kitty cats on it, and the other one's a soft gray with orange stitching.
So, Marina, you are now a lion.
Hold on. I've been doing a sketch this entire time. Give me a second.
Yes!
Amazing.
Fuck. Need to grab my phone. But, yeah.
And, Mersel now has a more evil-looking, jacket on. And if you had... Gil also helped Mersel with his makeup so that Mersel, looks a lot closer to being Gil's brother.
I'm gonna roll insight real quick to see if Marcel notices this. 19, he does. It is not lost on him, and he complains a little less when Gil puts the makeup on.
Yeah.
I'll say though, the contacts probably don't actually work very well, because no matter what Gil puts into his eyes, the stars still bleed through. I'll just keep them closed.
Yeah, it shouldn't really be that hard to fool people when you almost never open your eyes. And of course, Mersel's hair is not the same color.
Yeah, this is what he's like. This is what he's just. It's gonna take forever to wash out, isn't
it? Yes.
So,
no.
And also, after helping you all with your costumes, Gil dons his armor. And for a moment, it's orange, and then it turns black. Alright. Let's get going now, shall we?
Alright, let's go.
Is that an insight?
Yes, that's an insight.
So, jeez. Just for kicks. So, of course, Bon, you realize that what Gil's doing right now, he's fine, he's perfectly fine, but he's putting on his persona. The persona of the villain.
Okay, Bon will keep that in their back pocket.
Ready, Marina? Oh wait, we should come up with codenames, shouldn't we? Let's talk about it on our way there.
Perfect, excellent. We're so subtle.
Amazing.
Marina just kind of hefts a sigh, kind of shifts her hair, even though she probably shouldn't because it's actually in place. God, she's so fucking fluffy. Just call me Lottie.
All right, Lottie. Gil looks up to Mersel and grins. If you don't come up with something, I'll come up with something for you. Vamp?
Vamp's dead.
No,
Vamp dead?
Vamp!
Vamp?
Is Vamp dead?
Vamp beloved?
Oh no.
Vamp?
Hello? Hi?
Vamp, no!
You are.
Am I still alive?
Yes.
Okay. I think Marcel's kind of like a little panicky and it's just like, just call me Lemurus.
Lemurus. Alright, that works for me.
Are you okay?
It's fine.
God.
And then Gil looks over to Bon.
I'll just be Thistle today.
Alright. And with that all taken care of, you guys head to the back alley market. I'm actually I gotta roll one thing just to make sure. 2. Yeah. So Gil pulls out what looks like a compass. And starts following the compass. As you guys walk through the streets of Toontown.
That makes sense, otherwise he would have gotten lost.
Yep.
Where did you get that compass? Where did you get that compass?
Oh, an old friend of mine gave it to me.
Alright.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
Marina is blatantly ignoring the obvious implication of crime.
Just for the audience, an old friend really did actually give it to him, okay? He didn't steal it.
I know, this sounds so suspicious. This sounds so suspicious.
Amazing. So are they just hoofing it?
I guess so.
Bon at some point probably kind of like starts up quote unquote idle chatter with Marina, just like, so how did you meet Gil? I met Gil whenever he broke into the studio and held us hostage for the whole day on a wild goose chase.
You're fucking trying to make small talk with Marina.
Yes!
That is the definition of small talk.
Very small.
God, I don't fucking. God damn. okay. First time I technically saw Gil, it was somebody impersonating him and then trying to poison an entire party we were at. It was a time.
That sounds like it sucked.
Oh yes.
I'm guessing you got better or weren't poisoned, considering.
Marina gives you a deadpan stare.
Look, sometimes you die. It happens.
God. Audio, this is the funniest thing to me. I'm trying to play a serious character. Why?
Bon does not have the same context for seriousness as everyone else does, so they're just kind of like fucking business as usual. So, yeah, that involves a lot of deadpan Bon. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Okay.
I think it's safe to assume, though, that Bon just continually harasses affectionate, Marina with small talk, like, the whole walk there.
Sometimes she dignifies you with answers, other times no.
Oh, hey, actually, Marina, you should roll, history.
God damn it. Okay. Where's my history modifier?
Just for fun and flavor, because something did happen recently that would put Bon, under the police's eye.
16.
Perfect, amazing, great. No, there was a whole thing that happened recently involving a real kind Aarakocra and this whole famous family, and a bunch of people died, and it's fine. Bon just kind of mentions offhand that they got shot, and just brain blast Marina of just like, oh yeah, wasn't there a real kind Aarakocra involved in this whole, like, debacle on this island outside of the continent just a bit, and it was a whole thing, and the police were not happy with what happened.
There was very detailed reports detailing how the family was the one who was responsible for all the murder.
Yeah, that's a bit of an important detail, probably.
Yeah, that Marina would know.
At times like these, Marina should really carry wine in her inventory. But no, they're on a job. She can't fucking... God.
That's Marina gently.
God.
I guess you just get to have
Wait a
that
minute.
crisis.
Wait, she does have a bottle of cheap wine on her fumble space. I forgot about that. She's not gonna drink it. But I think, yeah, there's definitely a moment where, like, she squints after that and just, like, levels a sigh, like, hand to her face. God damn it. Where the fuck did you people come from?
It's fine.
It's fine. God. Man.
Yeah, I hate to be that person, but do you think that we've probably arrived at the place already?
Oh yeah, yep. We're at. So I was just waiting for things to die down to say, you have arrived at the back alley market, and Gil flips the compass in his hands and puts it back into his pocket. And I want everyone to make a perception check.
Oh boy, perception.
Perception.
Good. It's a 10.
The modifier was don't mind me. 22.
Okay. Vamp, Mersel is kind of distracted. There are a lot of people here. And obviously this is not a place that Mersel would want to frequent very often. So you're
Quite honestly, given the stuff Marcel used to do, probably a few faces around here that he actually recognizes too.
Yeah.
So he's kind of just like staring straight ahead, don't look at anyone.
Let's see. Bon and Marina, do notice that Gil himself seems to be just looking around and hasn't caught any clue yet as to where you guys need to go. But, well, there are a lot of stalls here, but there's one particular one further back in the back alley market that seems to be more like a fortune teller's tent.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of sticks out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What this?
There is a singular green eye with a black slit that signifies this tent. There is no other indicating factors of a name or anything. It is just that eye.
Bon roll history considering their background with this sort of thing.
I'd say yes.
Could I also roll a history?
Mm-hmm.
And I also roll history.
History all around.
Everyone roll history. For certain people, it might be a little higher. DC.
One has read.
Oh no.
Bless these rolls. 11, 15, and 9.
Dang.
Hex.
Hi. Yes. So, Mersel, you get that means nothing to you. Sorry, I can't give you anything with a 9.
Yeah, you weren't very felon.
With an 11, Marina's probably heard mentions of some kind of weird, creepy fortune teller that has an eye motif. I don't really. I don't know if she would probably dig too far into that to get more information. And oh, go ahead.
She's probably been a little bit busy.
Fair, very fair. Bon, you with a 15, you. I don't want to say you recognize the symbol, but you definitely have heard of, like, again, the fortune teller that uses that symbol and the other business that follows with it, just probably because it deals in some very black magic and some not great magic, and forbidden things as well tend to get associated with that symbol.
Amazing. Exactly sort of thing Bon would end up hearing about at some point, I think.
It's all still vague stuff. You don't have any solid things. It's all just hearsay, but that's what you get.
Thankfully, Bon is someone who will ask questions, and they will point out the creepy fortune teller tent and kind of just nudge Gil and be like, okay, so I have no idea what we're looking for, thankfully. Became very prepared.
I'm gonna roll history for Gil because I need to. I need to.
Yeah.
Yes, 14 plus 5.
Oh, yeah.
Gil's pretty familiar.
Yeah, Gil, you know this. You know this thing. You've probably seen this tent a couple of times. Yeah, that's the Thralls Tent. They usually are only here doing like petty fortunes unless you're asking for something more intense. But for the most part, they're here to they usually are just here being pretty mild. But they're more than willing to give you extra things if you're willing to pay. And that price is normally not monetary outside of the fortunes.
Oh, of course.
Of course not.
Gil's grin widens and his tail flicks, and oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. Come on, let's go. He starts leading the way to the tent.
Yep. And
amazing.
As you guys step into the tent, first off, it's bigger on the inside. It's a lot bigger. You have stepped into what basically looks like an entry hall inside this tiny tent. And Bon and Mersel, I think you might have to duck to get in through the flap.
God damn it.
I'm not sorry. It's a smaller tent. As you guys step in, though, roll me perceptions real quick, everybody.
Oh, sure, I was muted this whole time. Fuck it.
Oh my God, man.
Oh no!
I got a 5.
Oh.
I think as Marcel ducks beneath the tent flap, he accidentally like bonks himself on something and says like,
Okay. That would track for a 10. So everybody except Bon basically gets you are in an entryway. It is a very large room. It's dimly lit, atmospheric, what you kind of would expect from, creepy fortune teller. Couple of candles lit around to give everything light. Bon notices that the everything is decorated in shades of like purple and green. It's all very like dark and cool colors and ominous. But beneath the layers of kind of fabric and such decorating the walls, there are various runes carved into the wood and kind of all over the place. And at the very end of that hallway is a table that has been set up. It's got your typical, there's 2 chairs, there's a crystal ball sitting on the center, there's candles around it, there's a deck of cards there. There is nobody there yet at the table. You are the lot of you are standing currently in an empty area, but behind that table is like a little tent, another tent flap that presumably leads further in.
And Bon roll Arcana.
Sure.
The second you said runes carved into places, I was like,
Oh, I need to pull up fucking. Cool. Excellent. Yeah. These are all wards and alarms and probably some kind of if you try to cause shit, things are gonna start exploding at you.
Oh, amazing.
Lots of evocation going on here. Lots of evocation magic going on there. Just as a little, hey, maybe be aware of that.
Bon probably pokes one of the runes and then is just like, man, maybe I should get this person's interior decorator.
Oh my god.
Points at Marina and points at Mersel. What are you guys doing?
What you doing?
Hello?
Hi.
Coming through. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda zoned out for a few seconds there.
You're good.
Just assume that Marcel's probably like gotten quiet as they walked into this tent, and he is kind of letting the others lead here, especially Gil, because again he rolled very poorly on both perception and history.
I rolled a total of a 9 on perception.
And Gil rolled a 5. He's distracted.
Yep. There's lots of shiny things around this tent, probably. But as you guys all enter, and Bon is poking at at all of the things carved into the wood, there is a little chime that just kind of dings through the area.
Right.
And eventually a figure steps out. They are completely hidden beneath a green cloak. They are short.
I think they're a little taller than Gil.
They are a little taller than Gil by like 2 or 3 inches. But they are shorter than everybody else there. They're wearing a green layered cloak, and the only thing about them that you can make out is that their eyes are green. But they see all of you. And very monotone and lacking any kind of emotion, they very calmly just say, "Ah, customers. What can I do for you today?"
Hello, Thrall. Well, you see, there's a little bit of a problem, 'cause, let's see, how long ago was it? A couple months. You sold someone named Solfa a spell called Entourage.
Yes, I do recall this transaction.
There was a part of that she didn't have.
They are very calmly nodding, just agreeing with this statement. They do not refute it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what happened to that part of it?
I might. What concern of it? What concern is it to you?
Well, you see, she decided to use that spell until let's say her mind decided to leave her. And I want to finish things with her. So I need that part back.
I did warn her that that would be the case. Too bad she did not feel that she needed it. It was a reasonable price. Hmm.
Do you still have that part?
They look over at you, Mersel. And do it quick. What would it be? It would be that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, all right. That was an insight. I look over at you, Mersel. Seem to kind of squint for a second. And then very
Can I
calmly.
roll a contesting deception or something?
Sure, you may.
With the... It's a 12 now. That Spencer is bullying me today.
So they look at you, Mersel, and they squint. And then their eyes kind of have... It's hard. You don't know how their eyes can have recognition because they're just glowing green, but they kind of have a little recognition and they nod. Just, ah. No, I do not have it. Not anymore.
I don't think Saul, like, recognizes the recognition. He's
That's
more
fine.
distracted by the fact that, oh no, you don't have the part anymore?
No, I do not.
Do you know where we can find one?
I do, yes. They do not elaborate.
Would you like to...
I look to the rest of the members of the party.
Bon, again, Bon does not have as much context as everyone else, so Bon's just kind of like, they're alternating between looking at Thrall, kind of nodding along and looking around. Bon is vibing. They're waiting for something to pique their interest.
You know what? That's fair.
Also, this is the most words they've heard out of Mersel in almost like a month now, or half a month now, so...
Oh, sorry, Bonnie's been avoiding you. Well, I don't suppose you can point to the right direction?
I could. If you are willing. But not... I could, but not for free.
There it is.
There's an amused little, like, crinkle in their eyes. You seem to know. You seem to know how I operate.
I've heard things. Mostly hearsay.
I would expect nothing less from the wayward Algor.
What?
Oh no. Oh no.
He grabbed me hacks. Wow, you're really gonna do this to him, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. You kidding?
Let me just, It's fine, that's a 15. It's fine. He doesn't react.
Okay.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Yeah.
Gil knows that everything is not fine because his insight is a nat 20.
Oh hell yeah, nice. We love to see it.
That is not, by the way, that 15 was not a deception. It was just a whiz save.
Oh no.
Bless.
Gil,
I feel like I should roll a history.
yeah, you should. Gil is going to step up next to Mersel and just kind of put his hand on Mersel's arm and grin over at Thrall and go, Yeah, well, I and my brother here have nothing to do with the Algors.
They look between the two of you and simply make a vague, like, dismissive gesture with their hand. Yes, of course. I was... brain.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yes, of course. I was merely making a statement. I do know where the distiller is, and I will happily give you that information in exchange.
Alright, so what do you want, Thrall?
Well, they very calmly sit at the table and steeple their fingers. I have had a rather unfortunate string of deliveries not be completed. One is fine, that happens, but this has been several. And there are very, very important artifacts in that delivery that did not arrive. You get me those artifacts, I'll tell you where the distiller is.
Gil grins and glances over towards the rest of the party.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That is, God damn it. Bon's gonna roll insight on Thrall, I guess.
Okay. What are they trying to parse here?
Bon is familiar with certain sorts of parts of the black markety crap we got going on here where it involves a lot of not so great things. Bon would like to get the vibe of just like kind of just Thrall's vibe and whether or not they should worry about anything they try and deliver end up being like a person or something hella cursed that's gonna get them hella cursed or you know, Bon works a 9 to 5, okay? They would like to continue doing their 9 to 5.
Okay, well, with a 24, Thrall's vibes are rancid, first off. Like, wow, man, vibes rancid. They, with your earlier, history and everything, yes, they absolutely deal in some really cursed shit. I don't think this would have come to light, but, they absolutely have, you don't know it, but you distinctly get the feeling that, goods can mean anything and up to a whole ass person if it called for it. But the way that they are phrasing this is definitely this is some very powerful and potentially dangerous shit that they are wanting you guys to go get for them.
I'm gonna be honest, Bon's not too about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of them about this? Let's be honest.
Let me really quick do a.
Huh.
Yeah, that's an insight on Bon.
That's a 30.
Yeah, dirty 30.
So Thrall straight up and down knows that Bon is completely onto Thrall.
Mm-hmm.
Bon is sort of, they're not surprised. They're disappointed. They don't super want to be involved with this whatever Thrall is up to.
Mm-hmm.
Bon's willing to quote unquote negotiate. They aren't too jiving with Thrall's vibes, and they have definitely keyed into Thrall's vibes.
Yep, they have keyed into their vibes. Thrall isn't trying to hide them. So, they clock this and sort of recline back into their chair. It's a very business posture they have. And they're addressing the group as a whole, but they are very distinct. They are like pointedly looking at you, Bon. And they very calmly just... That is my price. There was a delivery from Fraymore Town that did not arrive. It has artifacts that I require. Those artifacts should not be left out in the world. If you want your distiller for your sister... They look at Gil.
Gil's grin kind of just fades a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They just... This did not arrive. I can give you its last known location. Or its departing city.
Mersel raises a...
Mm-hmm.
When you say that you will give us the distiller if we help you, do you mean that literally, or will you only be telling us where it is?
There is an amused squint in their eyes. I will give you its location so that you may go get it yourselves.
Not ideal, but Mersel looks to kill at targets.
I deal in information. You want information? You need to do this for me.
Marina, I'm pretty sure you're doing a good job of keeping the goddammit look off of your face. But also with Thrall's 30, I'm pretty sure Thrall knows.
Oh yeah.
That the vibe from Marina is goddammit.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. God, like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just god damn it.
Thrall again just gives that amused wrinkle over at Marina. Don't worry. I'm sure that nothing horrifically illegal will be involved. It is just finishing some goods that were properly and fairly purchased.
Wow, Thrall, even Mersel doesn't look like he believes you.
I mean, they're technically not... Actually, that would be a... Hang on, let me roll. Hang on. Let me. They're technically not lying. They are, like, very, very, of...
I'm not going to roll an insight for Gil because Gil knows how this goes.
Magic, I give you a pat.
Oh, Magic.
I will say though, I think Cell's gonna turn to Gil and be like, "Oh, how do you feel about this?" Because in the end, like it's Gil's call, so I'll follow him anyway.
Hmm.
Gil starts grinning more widely again and his tail flicks. Well, it's just a delivery. Just a couple of artifacts.
Hmm,
Indeed.
very powerful artifacts. He's looking at Thrall again. It's just like, do we get to know what these artifacts are? So we might be better equipped to handle them.
Heart. I only know of one thing on there.
um, with some of them, just make something up. I didn't write
Okay,
some
cool.
down. Just make
No, it's
something
fine.
up.
Just make some shit up. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's all I need to know is what can I say? What do I need to? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
The crystal.
wait, hang on. Where? Which one?
It's down here.
What is?
The description.
Ah!
You can talk about that one.
Okay. Hang on. I gotta find it. There it is. This one. This thing. Okay. So, they sit back kind of in the chair and they just. There are several scrolls. They should ideally still be sealed. That I am keen to add to my collection. There are a couple others that have been. There are a couple of components that are very clearly rare and hard to find. There is also a crystal that I am very keen to get my hands on. And they describe it as a, that is a word. Hang on, my eyes went unfocused. Hang on. Dodecahedron, there we go. They describe it as a dodecahedron, that looks, that is filled with, very powerful divination magic. Extremely powerful divination magic. And yeah, that's the one that they kind of stress. But if you want to roll insight on what they've on everything they have given you for it as the what's needed.
Oh
Nice.
wow! Okay.
Nice. Hell yeah! We love to see it.
Gil, just for the heck of it, I rolled. He got a.
Oh, Gil.
He's got a
Well,
-2 on
fine.
insight.
I love you, Gil. I love you so much. And yeah, oh yeah, here, I'll write it down. So you get the feeling that as they are explaining all of this, yep, these are all definitely things they were looking for in this delivery. You also get the feeling that they are not telling you everything. There is probably more things there.
But these are all the things that we have to know about and pose the biggest dangers and complications, yes?
Say that one more time. You cut out for me.
Oh, but these are all the things that we need to know about and pose the most dangers and complications, yes?
Yes, these are the ones that would be the most catastrophic, I feel, to fall into other outside hands. If you can get the rest of the delivery with it, that would be preferred. But there is a possibility some of it might have been destroyed. I cannot rule that out.
How volatile are this magic? Can we handle them just as we would handle a non-magic item? Or are we going to have to take extra steps when we retrieve it?
they're looking at you very like, this one knows. But they seem to think a moment. It should all be safe to carry and transport as you normally would. Just some of it is fragile. Mind the crystals.
Of course, I suppose if it's safe to carry, it's also safe to put it into the hammer space.
Yes. You can keep it in your hammer space. I would prefer not, but I also understand that it is the most convenient for tunes.
Yes, I was just asking in case we end up in a fight or combat situation, and it'd rather be the hammer space would be the safest place for it then.
They nod along, just, yes, of course.
Alright. We have what you would like us to prioritize. We have everything you want us to do for the location of the distiller. Now, if my brother, he points at Gil, agrees to the terms, he looks at Gil, like, Gil, are you agreeing to this? Do you want to do this?
I'm giving Marina one last chance to speak up.
I
You
am
can
sorry.
forever hold your peace.
God.
It's probably not hard to see on Gil's face that Gil's gonna accept this.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like a good deal to him.
Marcel is not happy
go.
about this, by the way. But like, he's not gonna like leave. Like, this is ultimately like Gil's thing. He'll deal with possible guilt. Don't come with this after.
I put me Magic's hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I am still no thoughts. Marina, this is technically Gil's call on this.
Mhm.
Marina is helping Gil on this.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she has some reservations for some lore reasons, she is still going.
Handshake Marcel. Marina handshake Marcel. But this is Gil's call.
Yeah, this is Gil's call.
Alright. Gil's gonna grin and go, "We accept."
Thrall extends one hand towards Gil. The manacle on their wrist jingles as they do.
Gil extends his pinky.
And they just, yes, I forget tune customs. And they adjust their hand and yep. They pinky swear with Gil.
I pinky swear to bring back your goods.
And I swear I will give you the location of the distiller.
Alright.
The deal is set.
Yep, the deal's sealed. And Gil's gonna half bow and go, "Thank you for your time, Thrall."
They give a nod in response, just, always a pleasure. They stand quietly and, will you be needing, or, they stand quietly and just, if you will give me a moment, I will get you the location where you can start looking. And they, immediately, I actually need to double check a thing, cause this is how they're gonna. The fuck is it? What level spell is this? There it is. Okay. I had to double check what fucking level of spell this is, but it's fine. Everything's fine. So they take 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to do the spell,
Mhm.
but eventually they will give you a last known location of this caravan that they were reliant on arriving,
Mhm.
and send you guys on your way.
Oh. Tuna's thing of Thrall marks it on your map.
Thrall marks it on your map. Yep. Listen, it's fine.
I would also put forward this would be a good moment to take a break because it has been over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be a good moment to take a break. So as you guys walk out of the back alley market, because I'm figuring you guys aren't going to talk inside the back alley market, Gil lifts his fingers to his mouth and whistles, and a skeletal horse comes clip-clopping up the street, and we'll go to break.
Amazing.
Incredible. Also, I am well aware of that wording. My brain is not, like, operating right now, so...
me holding up how Gil carefully worded it.
God.
It should have been, I believe it would have been in exchange for returning these to me, I will give you the location, but its brain is full of fuck. It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I kind of figured that, like, Thrall wouldn't, like, outright scam them. Like, for better or for worse, they keep their deals, kind of.
Gil keeps his deals, but also he promised to bring back their goods. He did not specify what those would be.
And on that note, I'll be right back.
Yep. Same.
Thrall holding Gil so soft. Please do not mess with Thrall. Please do not make an enemy
Me
out of
playing a
Thrall.
20 int character, me who has a 5 int. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Is it really? Is it
No.
really? There's Hex. Is it really? He fucking dropped his last name, Hex.
I did. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm shaking
Fucking-
you like a chew toy.
It's okay.
Press X to dub.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
I will also say though that when Mersel left the tent, I kind of looked around for a bit and looked at Thrall and it's just like, we met before?
That's a good question. Have you?
That's a really ominous answer.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying. Thank you very much, Thrall. And he's gonna leave.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Also, hi, Abby. Hi, Abby. How you doing? uh.
Man, that is a curious question.
What, have we?
Has Mersel met Thrall before?
Yeah. Sel. Hey, Mersel, have you?
And
I feel like I need to addendum the way Thrall worded their thing, but I can't because brain dumb. It's fine.
pat.
Yeah.
Gil absolutely specified just himself.
He specified just himself. He did not specify which goods, just that he would return their goods.
He would return their goods. And Thrall would have probably at least had the foresight to mention, and in exchange for returning these missing goods, they will give the location of the distiller. So, it's fine. This is fine.
It was understood that that's what
Yes.
Thrall meant.
Oh, yeah.
And Gil would take it that way.
Yep.
Ami, I have also no idea what's going on. I'm going to be honest. I know Hex lovingly.
Hi.
I know absolutely jack and shit about what you're doing. I say
I'm just
affectionately.
here, man. I'm just here.
Half of my brain with heart stuff is literally just haha Kingdom Hearts. So I am
This has absolutely nothing to do with Kingdom Hearts.
exactly, which is why I'm like, man, I have no idea what's going on, and neither really does Bon.
Listen, Thrall did a capitalism, and now people are looking to finish that capitalism, but they've done more capitalism since then. So...
I don't even think anyone's really told Bon what happened at Baldejant.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm 98% sure that we had an FPS about it, and I rolled history, and Bon remembered seeing it on the television, and that's about it. Prim would've, thank God, Prim.
Prim would have what?
Prim is
What did
the
he come back
backbone
to?
of this family sometimes.
What did I come back to? What would Prim have done?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's an excellent point.
You know what?
I'm
That's
knowing-
fair, yeah.
Very little about what happened at Baldejant. So they have very little idea what's going on.
Yeah, and at that point, Mersel and Bon weren't close either. He just knows that whatever happened, Mersel called in sick for a week.
Yep, Prim would have told Bon what happened, and that would have been from Prim's point of view. Bon would have seen it on the television, and that's apparently about it.
Yeah,
This is all news to Bon.
So, because we're going by Stoffley's and their cart, there is a chance to ask questions. Talk about this, because please, character interaction. I love it.
There are two Sableighs inside of audio. One is, yes, absolutely ask questions. The other one is absolutely, Bon would just sit here and watch and wait for the peak moment to drop the fact that they know fucking jack and shit on everyone.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, us there writing, Mersel makes an ideal comment of, I don't think I've written softly since that one visit to the Panini Queen.
And
God.
Stoffley's looks at Mersel and goes,
Yes, that's kind of weird. Glad you had a laugh out of that. Phil kind of leans back and looks at the sky, and then kind of looks at Gil and's just like, how are you doing?
are you talking to... who are you talking to? I'm confused now.
Wait, he's talking to Gil.
Oh, okay. Is that what that noise was, audio?
Yes, I'm sorry for everyone on the recording. I accidentally flung my plate. I went to go type and I just flung it like an idiot.
Gil, I guess we could do some of this on break while Magic is not back yet. Gil,
I've been eating chocolate this entire time.
Okay, so you are here, cool. So, you're getting on the way, and Gil has the reins, and he just kind of leans back in his seat, as you guys pull away from the back alley market, and his jacket becomes orange. I'm I'm doing better. How are you doing, Mersel?
Almost said I'm fine, but then like wasn't wasn't expecting my last, although probably should have considering who we were visiting.
Yeah, they like to do that.
Yeah. Are you sure you're okay with all this? And he just kind of like gives a rough gesture with helping the Thrall and getting all those artifacts back.
Well, if you didn't notice, there were some that they didn't mention.
Yes, I did notice.
They mentioned. Wait, Gil wouldn't have known that.
It's fine. We can say that one of the others told him.
We can say that that someone said as much as they left the back alley market itself, because you don't want to talk within earshot.
Yeah.
And Gil nods and says that Dodecahedron seems like they really wanted that thing.
Yes, they mentioned that it's prioritized above everything else.
So if we get back the things they specifically mentioned and not get them the things they didn't mention, we're still within the deal we made with
Gives
them.
you a side eye here. Gives you a little side eye here, and he's just like, yes, that's true. Within the wording, you're right. But are you sure you're okay with possibly making an enemy out of the Thrall?
I don't think I'm gonna make an enemy out of them.
He looks at you like, this is a dangerous game to play.
Look, I play a lot of dangerous games.
Gee, I mean, this is even more so than what we usually get involved with.
Yeah, but I don't have to. Gil just kind of waves his hands around. Just have to complete the deal, and I'm sure. Bon! we.
On.
Bon. Gil's just like. Thrall knows my reputation. Alright, so me returning exactly what they said that they wanted is entirely within my nature, and they know that.
Marcel just half a little laugh at that and it's just like, yes, that is in character. Those even Thrall can't fault you for that.
Gil's gonna look back at Marina and Bon.
Bon's just sitting there, kind of just like. If they were a toon, it would definitely be the vibes of they have like a little halo above their head and like flowers around them as they're staring at both Mersel and Gil. And then they like wait a pointed second and then they look over at Marina and go, oh, and man. I really wish I had known a lot of this sooner, I think. Did you know about this whole, sister turning into goop for whatever stuff? Because, man, Prim told me about some party stuff, and honestly, I feel like Primrose needs to stop hosting parties considering how the last two I've heard about went.
Mersel actually looks at Gille and is just like, did you not tell Bon anything?
Gil just kind of crinkles the reins in his hands, and his shoulders just kind of come up around his ears, and he's like, there's just a lot of other stuff going on, and that happened before I knew Bon, okay?
Alright, okay. Mersel like rubs a hand on his face like, yeah, you know what, that tracks.
Bon kind of. Bon's watching Marina.
Marina turns to you and goes, first of all, Prim did not host that first party. Second of all, yes, I did. How do you think she turned into goop? Marina, who shot Solfa like 5 times.
I shot her 5 times.
How the fuck do you think? How the fuck do you think she got here? God, this is neat magic. But
that's Marina's internal monologue.
how the fuck do you think I got here?
And just kind of like leans forward and puts like the bottom of their facial disc in their like palm. They're like, next thing I know, I'm gonna be hearing about doppelgangers or some sort of mysterious abduction or color changing things. I don't know. At this point, I feel like if I haven't heard about it, it's probably happened, but no one's had the balls to tell me yet.
You see Mersel look away.
Marina hands you a bottle of cheap wine.
Looks at it, kind of swishes it around and like sniffs it, and then they're like, nah, I'm trying to cut down. I have a 10-year-old at home.
Is it wise for you both to be drinking anyway, considering what we're about to do?
Bon slowly looks at Mersel and kind of gives a raised eyebrow, like, oh, you're talking to me now.
He kind of like worries himself and just like looks and like kind of looks away, and
Gil is going to nudge Mersel hard in the ribs.
no, stop that.
Mersel, I told Bon what I did. It's alright.
Just goes kind of quiet and picks at his sleeves.
Stop.
I can hear the typing noises from one of you.
That's me.
Magic. Let magic live.
Stop avoiding them.
Not avoiding them.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Mersel opens his mouth. And he kind of looks at Gille and was like, you intentionally invite Bon here, so I have to talk to them.
Gil looks back over his shoulder at Bon and then looks at Mersel and narrows his eyes. No, I was being really truthful earlier when I said I invited Bon because I thought Bob was going to be busy.
Alright. He huffs and runs a hand through his hair and is like, yeah, Bob probably would have been busy. I still don't know what he did with, gestures in a way that implies a mask.
Gille's jacket turns red, flickers red for a moment, and it goes back to orange, and his mood clearly has dropped. And he says, "Yeah, well, you know what I said to him."
I do. And then Mersel looks behind him at Marina and Bon, and then just kind of like looks towards at Gil and changes the subject, like, so how close are we to getting to the location?
Gill's gonna unfurl the map, and then he looks up at Stopheles and goes, "No, we're definitely going the right way. Oh, come on. Stop being a worrywart, Stopheles." Yes, it's a little bit along the road, but there's like this thing. It's not that far. What do you mean I'm misjudging how far the map is? He's arguing with Stopheles.
Mersel's just like, so that map, could you hand it over?
Gil grumbles and hands it over.
Okay, Mersel's gonna actually look at the map. How far away are they from, like, the right direction?
Roll survival.
It's an 18.
So it seems like Gil made a wrong turn. I didn't even roll survival for him, but it's not too
Survival's
far.
already so bad.
Survival's already so bad. Yeah, and me rolling just now, he got a 6. So you've actually taken a wrong turn, and you're a little too far off track to not cost you guys like a couple of hours turning around and going the right way.
Alright, Stopheles, let's go the right turn, shall we?
Gil's gonna blow. Do you want to drive?
Oh, absolutely not. You should drive. I have never driven a horse in my life, but I'll keep hold of the map.
Alright.
We're having our own aside. Leave us alone, Marina.
I want you guys to share with the class, please.
So we've been typing in the game zone, which is why we've been quiet while these two chuckle fucks have been arguing.
Yeah. God.
The camera pans over to Bon and Marina. Please share.
I was imagining this was happening in like the background scene the entire time, like because there's no real words. It's just okay. But I'm imagining audio. You're free to refute me at any point. But basically, like while they're just having this argument over the map, there's a scene where Marina like kind of like examines the bottle she still has in her hand. Bon pats her on the shoulder and does like that little like yeah. Marina looks towards the people up front, uncorks it, takes a swig, corks it back, puts it in her hair.
Absolutely. Bon doesn't have alcohol in their bag so far as I know, but they do have like a water bottle, so they would probably like offer Marina a drink of that to help make sure they don't stink. So her breath doesn't smell like alcohol in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, she'll fucking take it. She'll take it.
Mersel just
hand
looks.
it back.
Solfa looks behind him and it's
I rolled a
just like,
19! You didn't see shit!
yeah, he didn't see shit. He's just like, oh, you guys are, kind of like awkwardly, because he's still semi-avoiding Bon, but he's crying? He's just like, oh, are you guys okay? Is You've been
Making
really quiet
friendship
back there.
bracelets.
Ah,
Okay.
yes, look. Friendship bracelets. Marina shows off her wrist. There's nothing on there.
Okay, Mersel wasn't suspicious initially, but now he's suspicious.
Just
Marina-
Bon's just staring him dead in the eyes, just waiting for him to say something about it.
He's not gonna say something about it, he just turns back to the map.
So is there
Marina and Bon are bonding.
good? Is there anything else you guys want to do before we go to the next part?
I don't know. To fucking probably pulls out a book from their bag and starts reading.
Mhm.
Oh, I could, I'm low-key tempted to do this. Just for the haha giggles. If it fails, then it's gonna be a long-running joke and I'll be so happy. Oh, actually, hold on a second before we get... Oh, that's funny.
Amazing. Dice Party said fumble.
Fumble indeed. Da-da-dee, da-da-da. Da-dee-da-da. Let's see what he picks up. That's an 11. He takes out some very fancy looking earrings. Like, these are extremely fancy. And he takes them out and says like, oh, that's not what I meant. But he does like look at them very fondly for a few more moments. If they weren't in the situation they were in, he would wear them, but unfortunately, so he's gonna put them back in. And that's still a fumble. That's a net fucking 20 for the fumble. He takes out a whole movie reel. And it has incident report on it in like with big bold letters, and he
Gil-
goes kind of...
Gil glances over and being like, "Oh, I didn't bring anything to play a movie on."
No, he shoves it back in his hammer space. Okay, that's not a fumble. He actually takes on his never-ending storybook.
Oh, what you gonna do with that?
I was wondering if we could ask it why exactly the delivery never made it to Thrall's actual actual designated location, so at least we aren't caught unprepared by whatever's happening.
Yeah. Go ahead. Try it.
Alright. You can tell Mersel does not feel confident in the slightest. This book has only worked for him once. He is not expecting it to work for him now. I stand corrected. That was a 26.
So you ask this question of the book, and the book the cover slams open, and the pages goes as they spin to they open to the middle of the book. And on the page there, you see a scene of a caravan being attacked by goblins. But there's something off about the goblins.
Do I have to roll anything to see if I figure out why something's off about the goblins, or will the book literally spell it out for him?
I'm going to say, roll Arcana.
Okay. 24.
Okay. So, as the scene lays out for you, of the goblins ransacking the caravan and taking the goods and fleeing into what appears to be a cave. The goblins don't act right, and their movements, as they're drawn on the page, are jittery, as if they're being controlled by something. And with that 24, you've heard of being called a Mind Flayer.
This would be the second Mind Flayer I'd have to fight!
If I had a nickel for every unkind D&D game I've been in, where we had a Mind Flayer as the antagonist, I would have 2 nickels.
I would have 3, actually!
Oh my fucking god, yeah, because you were also
I don't want nickels. I don't want nickels.
You all just hear an explosive curse in Infernal from Mersel.
Gil's pointed ears twitch, and he goes, Mersel? What's that about?
He looks at the book, looks at Gille, looks at the other, mutters something in Infernal again. His Infernal sounds kind of like bubbling lava right now, and he's just eyes and he pinches the bridge of his nose and is just like, oh, the caravan was besieged by thieves. The thieves were controlled, and judging by the kind of scene that this book showed me, I'd wager a guess since they were going up against a Mind Flayer.
Gil's gonna roll Arcana to see if he knows what that is. I suggest the two of you do the same! Do you know what a Mind Flayer is? Roll Arcana! Oh. Everyone knows what a Mind Flayer is!
I think there's just another curse from Marina. Just like, cut down.
Mind Flayer, he's rubbing at his face and he's just like, I'm a strong one too if he can control this many people at once. Unless we're facing more than one, which is also a possibility.
Ugh.
Hey, Mersel, why don't you not jinx us? I think that would be an excellent idea.
Oh no.
He knocks on wood. It's fine, he knocked on wood, it cancelled the jinx off. But he just quietly goes, at least we know this beforehand.
Yeah. What you getting out, Marina?
She was considering fucking getting out more wine, but no, she got out a fucking cup of coffee from somewhere.
Bon will take that if she doesn't want it.
You can hand it one.
Bon knocks it back like a shot.
It is very strong, but it also shitty off his coffee. I apologize.
Amazing. Used to it.
God.
Excuse me, used to it? How dare you? Do you really think those studios' coffee machine isn't like making good coffee solely because Mersel exists?
Bon used to work there before Mersel did.
Well, actually, you know what? That's very understandable. I think Mersel just kind of like rubs at his temples and it's just like, Mind Flayers, the bane of spellcasters everywhere. Half of my spells wouldn't be as effective against it.
Okay. How? Gil says, as you guys, I'm gonna say that this has taken a while, and you guys have reached the broken down caravan.
Yep, and Mersel's kind of looking around for the cave that the book shows him.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, Joy, you're already
Perception.
So,
Perception.
it's not as close as the book made it seem it was, but you can catch a glimpse off in the distance of a kind of mountainous place, and through the trees you kind of figure that's where the cave is.
Yep. And he points it out to the others, like, there's the cave.
Yeah, Bon's too busy chugging coffee to notice, but Marina, you also clock the mountain.
A ring of mind protection is very good right now, he mutters.
Maybe.
I don't know
Nice
if...
tinfoil hat. Gille, you take me to the nicest places.
I didn't know it was gonna be a fucking Mind Flayer!
Yeah, I'm giving Thrall the benefit of the doubt and assuming that they didn't know either.
I thought it was just gonna be a couple of, thieves on the road.
Well, it technically was, they just weren't doing it of their own volition.
Gil is going to get off of Stoffley's, and there's a ka-chink as he gets on the... he alights on the ground, because he has his armor on. I don't think we're going to be able to sneak up on it.
No. I'll probably sense as the moment we get nearby its lair.
God.
Marcel's just Marcel's just racking his brain about Mind Flayers, and he's just like, unlike most other creatures, they don't tend to have a specific weakness either. However, as powerful as they are, they're even more of a glass cannon than I am.
So I'm going to say with everyone's nat 20s and really high rolls, you do know that Mind Flayers have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Yeah, that's why Marcel mentioned earlier that half of his spells wouldn't be as effective. Because a lot of them require saving throws.
I'm just a Mind Flayer.
Yeah, magic, just roll with it. I'm rolling with it.
Okay, so, but if they're squishy, if we can just overwhelm them...
We don't know for sure if they released their control over the thieves. We might get bowled over by a wave of them. I don't think it'll be that easy. But yes, ideally, Mersel looks at Marina here. Do you still have your gun?
Marina, in fact, reaches into. She's probably wearing like one of those like button jackets. She reaches into her jacket. She pulls out one gun. She reaches into the other side. She pulls out another gun. She has two guns.
Amazing.
Alright, so, hopefully between both of us, we'll be able to down it from a distance.
Well, I could get behind it.
You could get behind it.
Yes. And I'm gonna roll hammer space. And Gil pulls out a very interesting box and says, and I can take one person with me and get behind it.
Mersel's looking at this box and then looking at Gil, and it's just like, what is this box?
Oh, it's something I stole from someone named Simon Sinclair. He's not important anymore.
He's just sitting here.
And Gil says this fully out loud with Marina being able to hear it. Gil doesn't care. What's Bon say? What's Bon doing?
So this is a straight up cave they're going into, right?
Yes, let me get you... I'm gonna say we've walked up to the cave entrance, so I can give you guys the map.
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 Oh my god, this is such a traditional D&D dungeon. This is amazing.
Yeah, I realized that I had pulled a, I forgot to make a map, so I pulled one off of the internet.
I love this.
So you guys are walking up to this cave, and there's some broken down, barricades right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty clear that the barricades haven't been upkept in quite some time.
Okay. So he looks at Bon and Marina, and either of you want to tag along with Gil and try to get behind the Mind Flayer?
I am not known for my stealth.
Perhaps not
I
you?
was kind of puffed up. They are not looking to cash money about this whole prospect. Like, really not cash money.
Okay, I'm rolling insight real quick.
Go ahead. That was a nat 1.
Gil's also gonna roll insight. That's a 16 minus 2.
14, hell yeah, same roll. You also need to get a 14. You need to get a 14.
God, this is a lot of pressure.
Hey!
So close, it's so far.
No.
Affectionately, Bon is a little claustrophobic. Me playing out. Bon's from the airplane, and Kakra.
You're from an airplane?
Yeah, a whole ass airplane. Don't fly Delta, everyone. Yeah, Bon is a little claustrophobic, and they've managed it throughout the years because buildings have windows and aren't under fucking ground. This is a whole ass cave under fucking ground.
Oh.
And Bon is a very big bird.
I think Marcel kind of like pulls at his sleeves and just like, do you want to keep watch at the entrance in case anyone tries to run out?
As much as I would love to sit here and listen, everything going on from outside and all of the terrible screaming noises, I have no doubt that's going to happen. You guys are affectionately. I don't know about darling Marina here, but you're kind of a glass cannon, as you said yourself. And if Gil's going to be going behind, I would rather not leave you guys split up without a healer.
I'll be fine. Like, he pats Bon. Look, and he pulls out the vial of renewal that Prim lent him for this adventure. And he kind of looks both exasperated and fond as he says, he bullied me into bringing this with me. So, I'll be fine, and I do still have my own healing.
I've got healing too, Bon.
You don't have to force yourself to come with us. And quite honestly, it would be a weight out of everyone's minds, I think, if we have someone guarding the entrance. Should I roll
Bon starts
persuasion?
muttering and growlix at you.
Should I roll persuasion?
I guess. I'm just sitting here like, I didn't even know Bon had this fear until I realized we were going in a cave.
I said 26, Bon. Mersel looks at you like with those eyes. And he's just very quietly, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to be scared. Very earnestly.
Gil is he's looking up. He's like, why didn't I take that spell?
Ugh. Bon mutters and some more growlix. It sounds like a mixture of like explosion noises and bird noises and like for some reason a New York accent but bad. And a little bit of Scottish in there too, which is why it's probably bad. And they look at Gil, they look at Mersel, and then they look at Marina, and they look at Marina, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to trust you to keep these knuckleheads in line, huh?"
A terrible decision, really. But I shall try my best.
Absolutely. I'm sure you'll do amazing. No worse than anyone else.
God.
Alright, I guess Bon is going to stick around out front.
This is a terrible idea.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is a terrible idea. I shall acknowledge this. But Marina does not know Bon well enough to convince them to come inside. So,
the second Bon hears anything hinky, Bon is racing inside. Fuck their claustrophobia.
Gil is going to.
Do we want to look in the front door first?
Yeah, you guys could look at the front door.
Because that is something Bon can do. Vamp is gone right now, though.
Mm-hmm.
But,
roll me a perception. Oh.
No, yeah 9.
Marina!
Oh, no! Let's see if Gil can actually... You rolled a nat 20!
Amazing. Amazing.
Gil beloved.
So it is dark in there and dim, which would forgive why, Marina, you're having a hard time seeing. But Gil walks up and his eyes start glowing. Just going to say for the sake of this. Not 20, and also he's outside, so technically you don't have disadvantage for looking. And he looks in, and he... beyond the barricades, there doesn't look like there's anything else blocking our way in, but it kind of bends around the corner.
Does anything look trapped?
I don't see any traps.
And there's no one at the front entrance.
No, I don't see anyone. Oh.
This is very suspicious to Marina. Like,
Yeah.
God.
Gil is going to snap his fingers and he's gonna reach into his pocket.
Mhm.
And that is an 8. So he pulls out a standy speaky.
Amazing.
And he hands it to Bon and goes, I want this back. I'm gonna buy another one, but I don't. Corpse is remodeling. But if you see anything, just talk into it.
Is going to take the standy speaky, and then they're gonna turn around and flick Mersel in the nose and cast Death Ward.
Vamp isn't back still.
Vamp is back.
Is Vamp back?
I am back.
Hi. I'm sorry, you were still muted.
Here's Death Ward. But yeah, they absolutely flick Mersel in the nose while they do it to cast it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, don't die.
Marcel feels a little singled out that he is the one specifically that Bob casted it on. He's just like, I'm not gonna die. I've never almost died.
Gil is going to give Mersel a look and narrow his eyes. And then he's going to look back into the cave and gesture to it. Mersel, do you see anything in there? Roll me perception.
Do you see anything with your warlock eyes?
His warlock eyes, who has dark vision. So, Mersel, you take a look inside, and strangely, there are no traps. And you see, with your dark vision, off in the distance, what appears to be a kind of camp.
He details it and just like, it's both relieving and concerning that they don't have any sort of traps or alarms. Granted, if we are going against the Mind Flayer, they probably sensed us the moment we stepped close to the entrance.
Mm-hmm. So there's no way we're not going to alert them to our presence. Because Gil just kind of takes a step and
Marina kind of like... I don't know why she wears dresses so often, I just like putting her in dresses, but Marina does kind of like shift her dress, it also makes a clanging noise.
Mm-hmm.
She's also wearing armor that imposes disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, we're going to be hurt. We're going to be hurt either way, either mentally or physically. But there doesn't seem to be any traps, so...
Yeah.
Alright. Nothing to do but go in there. Gil is going to kind of just shove the box into his pocket, but not into his hammer space, so it's easily accessible. He's gonna pull his sword from his hammer space. That's a 5. Yeah. And he's gonna say, "Oh, let's go."
Going in
Let's
the cave.
go.
Starts leading the way in.
I will say, if Bon is staying outside, Marina will take up the back of the group because she has a higher armor class than Mersel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone immediately, this twink must be protected.
Yeah.
Bon is, I guess Bon is going to wait outside, with their spear,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bon. It'll be right there. Alright. So as you guys walk in and get to this point, everyone can now see the camp and the goblins.
Gerblins?
And the goblins appear to be sleeping.
And they see the Mind Flayer is the question.
No. You see evidence of a Mind Flayer, but you don't see a Mind Flayer. You see the goblins. They are sleeping. You want to roll a medicine check?
Oh boy, too much madness here.
Madison.
It's a dirty 20, holy shit.
Yes, of course. 11.
So, it's not hard, especially considering both Marina and Gille are very loud. They did not move. They did not do anything as you guys approached. And Mersel, when you go over and very carefully roll one over, its eyes are blank. And it's just staring. It still seems to be breathing. But there is no response.
Yeah. Sucks in a breath through his teeth and just very quietly he tells this to the others, ending on, we don't have to worry about them right now.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
I don't think he looks around. I don't know if the Mind Flayer is still here. However, as these thieves, I'm pretty sure their minds aren't here at the moment.
Do we want to, God, I can words,
Mm-hmm.
do we want to make sure that if the Mind Flayer is deeper in and calls for backup, they cannot go help the Mind Flayer?
Tie them up?
Yes, tie them up.
Alright, let's
That's a good idea.
I also might have handcuffs. I should have handcuffs. I don't think I left them at work.
Oh. Gil pulls out some rope.
Marcel pulls out some rope. Marina, what do you pull out?
Hold on, I need to roll my fumble trade. I rolled a 1. Okay. Oh god, that's another 1. Marina pulls out a stack of, it's probably, Marina's standing right next to you. You all notice it seems like some sort of file filled with paperwork. It is slightly stained with blood, which she immediately shoves back in her hammer space. Don't mind that. Everything's fine. She just has some bloody paperwork. It's a 3. It's a 9. It's a 9. She pulls out a damaged-looking picture of a strange triangle-shaped tower, with the words Paris written very fancifully under it. She also shoved that in her hammer space.
Gil is finished wrapping his rope and basically hog-tying one of the goblins.
Yeah, I imagine at this point Marcel and Gille are already finished.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it! Because I keep rolling fumbles! Why does this happen? Every time! Marina pulls out a flip phone. You can hear her slightly cursing under her breath. Okay, fucking finally. She also pulls out handcuffs. She fucking finally pulls out handcuffs. Call me. I think she just takes the final goblin, handcuffs it to the ropes of another goblin, kind of dusts off her hands. Yep, that works.
Usually I'm the one who has the bad luck. Alright. Guys, ready to continue?
God. Yeah, I'm ready.
Is Mersel ready?
Yep, he's ready. He has his bracers on his wrists anyway, and he always has his one, like, prepared, like, he is always prepared for combat, like, always, at all times.
Mm-hmm. And you guys continue further on into the cave. And
Should we roll a perception?
Yeah.
Would
Roll
that be a good idea?
perception. Forget about here and roll perception for me.
15, not bad.
Gil up front, 9. Is that 20 your perception?
Yes, that is my perception.
Okay. Gil doesn't seem to notice anything, but as you guys creep up to this like barricade right here, you hear noises. Kind of slithery and then like a more monstrous noise.
And they see what's making the noise.
So that barricade right there is kind of high, but I'm just gonna say that Cell, you could easily peek over it. Hold on a sec. Not that one, hold on. So as you peek over, you see this brain-like thing on 4 legs with
An Intellect Devourer.
roll me Arcana to see if Cell knows that. Yes, Cell knows that's an Intellect Devourer.
Yes.
And you hear actual speech. Do either of you two know Undercommon?
No.
No.
You hear actual speech. You can't understand what it says, and you don't see the person or the Mind Flayer that you expect it is that is speaking. But as you're kind of peeking, the Intellect Devourer turns and starts creeping away, going towards your direction.
Okay, with the 28 Arcana, anything special about Intellect Devourers that Mersel should probably tell the other two about?
Let's see. They consume minds.
Yes.
And they're aware of the presence of creatures within 300 feet of it, so they know you're here.
Yes, and isn't there one more thing? I could have sworn there was one more thing for Intellect Devourers.
Oh, yes. So an Intellect Devourer chooses one incapacitated creature within 5 feet and engages in a contest of intelligence. If the Intellect Devourer overpowers that creature's mental defenses, that Intellect Devourer magically consumes the creature's brain and teleports into its skull, fully taking control of the body.
Yes, okay, he's gonna give the other two a rundown crash course for self-fingertip biology lesson on Intellect Devourers.
Yeah.
Gille and Marina, you now know more about Intellect Devourers than you probably should.
This is basically what I said.
Marina doesn't have enough leverage to shoot it yet.
So
Knows we're here.
Mhm.
Knows we're here. Stealth is pretty much useless at this point. So, you know what? You said that Sal could peek over the barrier pretty comfortably, given how tall he is. Can he shoot the Intellect Devourer?
Yep, roll me an attack. And after that, you'll roll initiative.
Okay, so that would be D20 plus 9 and D20 plus 9 because he did Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, so the first blast would be 10. Second blast would be D10 plus 5. So altogether, that's gonna be 24 damage.
Okay, cool. So Mersel, you throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at this thing. It goes ah! And I want you all to roll initiative.
Amazing, lovely, stupendous.
5.
I'm so sorry.
Bon needs to roll initiative as well, because that was very loud and they definitely heard that.
It's okay, it's okay. Marcel's fine. You recognize it as his Eldritch Blast. It's fine. Sure, they got into combat, but it's fine. Don't panic.
Let's see.
It's fine, don't panic. Their passive perception of fucking 20.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely, don't panic. He just shot a spell, but Marcel himself hasn't even been injured.
Um,
And Marcel, Marina, Bon.
Dirty 20. Amazing.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. What should I label it in an initiative order?
The 15 as Mind Flayer.
Mind Flayer and...
Ah, okay.
Intellect Devourer.
And the 14 is the Intellect Devourer.
Okay, so it goes before the Mind Flayer. Give me a second.
Yep.
The NP.
Where's Marina's?
I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
Oh, by the way... Yeah, okay, so... Alright, here we go. Hecking, here we go.
Yep. So, Bon, you hear that screech? And that does not sound like a Mind Flayer.
They start running.
Yep. You go faster when you fly, right?
They're not flying in this situation.
Okay.
But yes, their speed is 25. They're dashing.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh wait, 30? Wait. 50. 35, 40, 45, 50. You get there. For a dash.
You can
By
see
the
that
brain
everyone...
dead goblins. They'll take care of those in a minute.
Yeah.
What do you mean by take care of?
The brain dead goblins, even hearing this horrendous screech, have not moved. They are brain dead. Anyways, that's your turn, Bon. Yeah, it's Gil's turn. Gil, hearing that, can't see over the divider, so he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. he's gonna move here and he's gonna ready an attack. For when the thing comes running around the corner.
Ah, yes. The pros of having a token tall person TM on the team who can peer over the barriers.
Yeah. But because he can't see over the barriers, he can't do the thing he was planning on doing. So he's just gonna go here, ready an attack. Alright, so now it is the Intellect Devourer's turn. And of course it's gonna come screeching around here. 5, 10, 15. And Gil's gonna attack it. The attack action. There.
By the way, one of us should probably pin. I don't know if any of us have the power to pin the.
All of us do. I've pinned it. Okay. 12 plus 5. Yeah, there's no way that doesn't hit it. I'm gonna roll this second because it was holding an attack action. Gil can attack twice.
Yeah. I don't think this thing's gonna survive, not gonna lie.
That doesn't make it. So the first is D8 plus 4 plus 2. 6 plus 4 plus 2.
I think that kills it. Like, down to the exact number.
Let's see. Yes. So, you guys watch as this thing comes screeching around the corner, and Gil immediately flicks his rapier and drives it through the thing's weird head brain thing. It is now dead.
That was fast. Mersel's just in the background like, oh, that's faster than I'm used to.
And now it's the Mind Flayer's turn.
Yeah. Mr. Mind Flayer, how are you feeling? Your dog was just killed.
20. I'm just glad I don't have to have 2 stat blocks open anymore. Let's see, how does confusion work? Confusion spell.
Oh, audio?
Mm-hmm.
The audio's still here. I think their internet's just messed up.
Fair.
Should be good. Sorry.
It's okay.
So, Mersel, you see as this Mind Flayer appears, and it just finishes casting. I need you and Marina to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, joy! I'm great at those.
So fun. I'm also great at this.
10.
18.
Okay, what's its...
When 18 doesn't meet it, I'll be
So,
very...
Marina, you fail. Mersel, you feel this wave of psychic energy assault your mind, and you immediately throw up your mind's defenses against it.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Mind Flayer, he's used to this.
But, Marina, unfortunately, you weren't quick enough, and your mind is twisted, and you are now confused. So, an affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn. I will take a picture of the little table for you. And yes, it cast a spell.
Oh, fun. Uh-huh.
And here is your your table of your things you can do. At the end of each of its turns, an affected target can make a wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, this effect ends. And that marks off its 4th level slot.
Yeah. The Mind Flayer sees Mersel just grin at it, like, with a raised eyebrow, and, oh, I've dealt with worse than that.
And the Mind Flayer looks at you, and you hear in your mind, well, then I guess I'll have to try harder. It's going to, let's see, that was a spell, so that was its action. I guess it's gonna float backwards. Make you guys come to it.
God, I really wanted to shoot it.
1, 2, 3. There. It goes right there. Okay, that's the Mind Flayer's turn. Who is next? It is Mersel. What are you doing, Mersel?
Alright. Again, considering he's tall enough to peek over the barricade, can he still see the Mind Flayer?
Yes, but now the Mind Flayer has half cover.
Here's the fun part. I am looking at his invocation. Da-da-dee, da-da-da, da-da-dee, da-da-da. I am pretty sure I have... Nah, damn it. I don't have that one yet. I don't have the thing that ignores half cover.
Mm-hmm.
I am, however, looking at my spells. Da-da-dee. Have that. Da-da-dee, da-da-da. Da-da. Out of curiosity, half cover basically means that I have disadvantage if I make an attack roll, right?
No. The target just gets a +2 bonus to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Oh, okay. Specifically dexterity saving throws.
Yes.
Alright, make a con save.
How far is your range?
120 feet.
Oh, well, damn.
Make a con save.
Guess it's making a con save. It gets advantage.
It sure does.
Let's see. Does an 18 make it?
I'm actually gonna use my luck point.
Yes!
I'm gonna use my luck point to make it a straight roll rather than an advantage roll. So whatever was the one that you rolled first.
Which would be the 14.
That does not make it.
Okay, what happens?
Okay, so first of all, Mersel used his... considering... Nah, he's not gonna use that one yet. So first of all, Mersel takes out his starlight daggers. Second of all, he kind of looks at where the Mind Flayer is right now and snaps his fingers and casts Moonbeam.
Moonbeam! Oh!
A beam of pale blue light just shines down on the Mind Flayer. It's such a pretty comforting color, and then it hits you with the radiant damage, which is
roll damage. And the Mind Flayer goes, ah! Oof. Ouch. Ouch,
not
Kabibble.
as bad as it could be, but it's still pretty bad. And Mersel, let me look. He still has his bonus action. And I am looking at something he can do with that bonus action. Da-dee. Da-da-dee, da-da-da.
Oh, yeah, it... let's see. Is it? That is a good question. It is. So, Mind Flayer's gotta roll a concentration check.
Yep. Gotta roll a con save, baby.
Okay, that was a 9 plus 1. That fails. Marina, you feel better. Your mind has stopped screaming at you.
Nice!
No, 10 makes it, unfortunately.
No,
it doesn't.
It's half the damage, or 10 base minimum.
Yeah, so 10 makes it.
You did 18 damage.
Oh.
No, it takes the higher. So even if I had dealt 6 damage and the DC was a 3, it still takes the higher of the DC. So in this case, the higher of the DCs would be a 10, and the Mind Flayer didn't meet it.
Oh, okay. No, so Marina, you're still under it. What are you doing?
I'm looking through my stuff to see if Mersel can do anything with a bonus action, and as a bonus action, can he use his bonus action to help action Marina to break out of the concentrate?
It doesn't work like that, sorry.
Yeah, okay. As a bonus action, no, I don't think he can do anything this turn then, so.
Okay. Next up, Marina, it's your turn. So, yeah. The creature can act and move normally!
Alright.
So, your mind is screaming at you, but you push through it. What are you gonna do, Marina?
I'm too fucking short to see over the barrier, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. How far can I get with my normal movement? Like...
It's 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right next to Gil.
I think I'm going to use my action to, like, move around the corner.
Okay. 5, 10, where?
Just there's fine.
Okay.
Cool, and then I want to shoot it with my bonus action.
Alright! Go ahead, shoot with your bonus action. Roll me an attack.
Alright, this is...
The Mind Flayer does not get half cover from you.
No, and it wouldn't matter anyway, because I ignore everything that's not full cover.
Amazing!
Oh god, it's been so long since I've used Marina's things. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 14?
No. So as you shoot at it, there's a ping sound, and you realize it's wearing breastplate, and it laughs at you.
Marina calls it a bitch.
Alright. It is now Bon's turn. Top of the order. Wait?
I need to do a whiz save.
Oh, yeah,
Nope.
yeah. No. You're still under the thrall of the spell.
Rude.
Bon, what you doing?
Bon is probably gonna take care of those goblins to make sure that the Mind Flayer can't do anything with them.
Okay.
We tied them up for a reason.
It's fine. Bon's a medic. They know how this works.
Okay, what's Bon
And,
doing? Specifically.
Probably just gonna... Bon will probably... I mean, because it's like, Bon could leave them. And now I'm like, should Bon leave them? Because they can probably... Should I roll perception to see if they see the others up ahead?
I'm going to give this to you because Bon's perception is pretty good. And also because Mersel just cast something. So you see the sparkly stars of Mersel's magic. Mersel seems to be casting over a wall. Gil's putting off a little bit of light. So you see him a little further on. And you saw someone walk past him.
You also probably heard a gunshot, so...
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Bon's gonna look considering, and then I guess Bon will move on.
Alright.
Oh my god.
That's...
So 25 feet.
So, 5,
towards
10,
the others.
15, 20, 25. You're right next to Mersel now.
Hi, Mersel.
He jumps.
Bon just comes up behind you.
Oh, Bon, hi. Wait, what? He squints at you. When you supposed to stand guard outside?
I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on?
Oh, we found the Mind Flayer. We killed its Intellect Devourer. And I am in the process of, hurting the Mind Flayer. His hand is glowing. You see a shaft of, like, pale light that's directed over the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, none of us have gotten hurt. Little Marina did get confused by one of the spells that the Mind Flayer casts, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, understandable. Have a nice day. Bon doesn't really have anything. I'm looking. Bon doesn't really have anything they can use at where they're at, unfortunately.
Bon can see over the wall because Mersel can.
Mersel's taller than Bon, but they're still more or less the same height. So, like, yeah.
Can Bon see the body of the Intellect Devourer?
Yep, Gille seems to be very carefully flicking, like, ichor off of his blade after pulling his blade out from it. And it's very clear that the frost from Gille's blade is what killed this thing.
Is it within 30 feet of Bon?
Oh, I think I know what
10, 15, 20. Yes.
Cool. Is it within 5 feet of the Mind Flayer?
No. The Mind Flayer is 1.
Okay.
2, that's where the Intellect Devourer is.
Let's see. Bon didn't pack, like, me annoyed. Bon was not prepared to go into a fight like this. God damn it.
I mean, you could always just say that instead of just using his 25 feet, you could just say he used his action to dash and, like, he just, like, paused in the middle of dashing to talk to himself.
Let's see. Is it 60 feet? Is the Mind Flayer within 60 feet?
Of Bon? Let's see.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep.
Cool. Bon is going to set this motherfucker on fire.
Go ahead.
M2.
Is it you attack or a dex save?
It's a dex save.
Okay. So, saving throws against spells, it gets advantage.
Is this Burning Hands?
No.
Huh.
Okay, 15 plus 1 plus 2 for half cover.
There's no benefit from cover.
Oh! Okay, cool. That's a 16, does that make it?
It meets it, unfortunately. So yeah, you just watch, I guess, the Mind Flayer kind of smoke for a second, and then Bon kind of curses under their breath, just like, damn.
Like a flame?
Yep.
Yeah, I considered it, but I figured I might as well go Moonbeam.
Unfortunately, I'm not super prepped for a fight.
Alright.
So...
Is that your whole turn?
Yeah, I guess. Bond's just like, this is literally the opposite of what I'm prepped to do.
It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. It's Gil's turn now, and Gil's like, don't worry, we've got this. And Gil's going to walk over the dead body. 5, 10, 15, 20. And standing here, Gil's gonna look at Marina, look at the Mind Flayer, pull out the box from his pocket. Marina, do you give any indication that you're okay with Gil banthing you closer to this thing?
Marina currently has a headache.
And also a gun out. And Gil has used a gun within the past month, so he knows that it's trickier to shoot at something if you're close to it. So he doesn't touch you, and he uses the box to get right up close to the Mind Flayer. Wow. Is that an action? Me looks at the box. It's got 2 charges now. Use a charge to teleport. Teleport to destination. Da, 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 da.
Shit. Okay. Gil. I'm just gonna say, for the sake of it, that Gil was smart enough to dump specifically on the outskirts of Moonbeam instead of like right smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that Moonbeam is to the left and also getting the Mind Flayer in it.
Yeah, cause like Gil, you have felt Mersel's Moonbeam before. It literally blooded you in one shot.
Let me give you a Moonbeam. There, it's right here.
Thank you very much. The radius of the Moonbeam is 5 feet, and it has a 5 feet radius, so it's 10 feet 10 feet wide.
Mhm. So it's right here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. There we go. That's the Moonbeam. I'm gonna say that's an action. So Gil's up here, and he is going to grin at this thing. And features. He is going to tap his. He's gonna shove the box back in his pocket, tap his shield, and go, "You will go down. I vow it." And use vow of enmity on this thing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And yeah, that is Gil's turn. It is now the Mind Flayer's turn. The Mind Flayer looks at Moonbeam. What do I have to do at the top of the turn?
Save again.
Alright. Man, that is a 11.
That does not make it. Eat 23 damage.
Amazing.
Also, keep in mind, you have to roll the con save for confusion now.
For what?
Oh
yeah.
And because the damage is so high, I believe the DC is 11 or 12. Depending on whether we round up or round down.
Let's say we round up. And ooh, it does not make it. That's a 9 plus 1. Marina, your head clears up. Suddenly you can think again. And you look over and you see this Mind Flayer's like screaming as it's being lit with radiant fire.
Yeah. That's not. Oh, actually, by the way, Hart, before you start the Mind Flayer's turn, on Marcel's last turn, I didn't use his bonus action, but then I remembered that he actually had something he could have maybe used his bonus action for.
I'm gonna say, just to keep this rolling, you just forgot to do it. You can use it on your next turn.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it will be your turn shortly.
Yeah, Mind Flayer! Claps hands. Sure, I'm sure you're having fun.
It's, what is it going to do now?
You can stay in the moonbeam and, pecking die.
It's going to turn towards Gil, and its tentacles rise, and you feel the psychic energy, and Gil has to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, God, Gil. 9 plus 6.
That's a 15. I think that makes it.
Yeah, it makes it. So it's or take. So no half damage. Okay, so it turns to him and goes, and Gil just lifts up his fingers and thumbs and puts them in his ears and goes, I don't listen, I'm not listening.
Amazing, lovely.
And the Mind Flayer just very unhappy about that. So it's going to now try to float away.
I mean, Gil would get an opportunity attack.
Yep, that's why it was trying to Mind Blast. So it's how far can it move? Its speed is 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So over there, Gil gets his opportunity attack, and there's a fun feature he has called Relentless Adventure.
Oh, hell yeah. Does he get advantage on opportunity attacks?
And he gets advantage because he's got Vow of Enmity up.
Oh, hey.
Let's see. That's it. Okay. 11 plus 5, which is 16. So it starts floating away, and Gil slashes, and the frozen rapier slashes through one of its tentacles. And it screeches as it moves away, but Gil follows after it. Move up to half your speed immediately after the attack as part of the same reaction.
That's a scary feature.
It's from a Vengeance Paladin. 5, 10, 15. And now I gotta roll damage.
This might kill it.
I don't think so. Yeah, 1 plus 4 plus 2. It's not gonna kill it. It's just 7 damage. Alright, okay, it is your turn, Mersel.
Hey, is the Mind Flayer within 60 feet of the moonbeam?
5, 10, 15. Yes, it is. But you're
Okay.
going to have to move to be able to see where to put it.
Ah.
Because
Okay.
you see this rock here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's blocking your view.
Can Mersel climb onto the rock with his movement?
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, that will be
Yeah, you parkour up the rock with your
Yeah.
movement.
yeah, he's fine, and he like kind of crouches up on the rock and
Yeah, because there is a very little space, so you're actually laying down up on this rock.
Oh wow, that little, huh? But it accomplishes what he wants to do, which is he can see the Mind Flayer, and he's using his action to move the moonbeam so that eclipses the Mind Flayer and doesn't eclipse
Five.
Gil.
10. Yeah, you can do that. Whoop.
Yeah.
Right here.
So yeah, make a con save, Mind Flayer.
Oh, my dice say 5. It only gets 5. 5
Okay,
plus 1 is 6. It does not succeed.
Yeah, you take 18 damage.
Huh? Minus 18. Ooh, yeah, that's... it's not happy.
Yeah, and Mersel takes something from his hammer space as a bonus.
Oh, you take something from your hammer space. What you
Yeah.
get?
He takes out a mirror, and he just kind of just holds it in one hand loosely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn. Marina.
Marina's turn.
Alright, how predictable would it be if I said I was going to shoot it about 4 times?
Shoot it 4 times! Do it!
Alright, first of all, Scorching Ray, so... that's first one, second one, third one.
Okay, the third one does not hit, but the first 2 do.
Okay, that's a total of 4d6.
Yep, roll your 4d6. Okay, how do you want to do this? It's at 5 health. Marina cast Incinerate.
God.
Describe for me how Marina's magic incinerates this Mind Flayer.
Rena just, like, levels the very strange looking gun, the one with the strange glowy liquid for ammo, and, just fires, like, 2 rounds. God, how brutal do I want to make this? This is the real question. Rena, are you aiming to kill this Mind Flayer?
Honey, you shot it twice. It's been looking like it's about to drop dead for a couple of minutes.
Marina double tapped.
Whoops. I think Marina shoots it like once in the shoulder and once in the leg.
Okay, you shoot it in the shoulder and the fire and just shooting it in the leg just causes the fire to burn up higher, and it releases this mind-splitting shriek as it collapses into ashes. You have solved my Mind Flayer puzzle!
I can't fucking believe this.
If I had a nickel for every single time I've had to, how do you do this to a Mind Flayer? I'd have 2 nickels.
Okay.
You hear Mersel kind of sigh, and the moonbeam turns off.
Alright. So, we're out of combat. I'm gonna make this stop
I
streaming.
don't think anyone got hurt. I don't think anyone took a single point of damage.
Nope. Marina just got confused.
Alas, poor Mind Flayer, we hardly knew ye.
Gil is predictably going to start rifling through the Mind Flayer's things.
On just starts checking everyone over. I'm gonna be honest, just making sure that no one did get hurt.
The only one who looks worse for wear is probably Marina.
She kind of looks like she has a slight headache, but otherwise she's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Bon just probably gets in their bag, and I don't know if they have like Tylenol or anything like medicine wise, but that's the thought of just like water and Tylenol.
I mean, I'm sure lesser restoration could do it if you have that prepared.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Just lightly pat Marina on the head, just pat.
Thanks. It's Marina kind of like makes a face at the Mind Flayer, who's probably still slightly on fire.
Yeah, Gil is pulling a leather bag from the Mind Flayer's belt. And he walks back to the group and opens it and shows them the contents inside.
Is there, I can't even pronounce the word. Is the crystal in there?
No.
I'm not gonna try to pronounce the word.
Do you want to search the surrounding area? Because there's more than just what's on the Mind Flayer.
Let's do that.
Absolutely.
That's a 7 investigation.
Oh no.
Mersel's luck had to
Marina,
run out.
I'm gonna
You know what?
investigate.
Can I help action? Can I help action Marina? Can Mersel help action Marina instead of rolling himself?
Yes.
Marina, roll again with advantage.
Okay.
The 19.
So, at first, both Mersel and Marina, you start trying to search the cave, which obviously had become this Mind Flayer's home. Considering it was casting spells at you and how high you guys rolled, you're pretty sure this one was an outcast.
Yeah.
Because arcane magic is frowned upon by Mother Brain.
Mersel feels bad for all of 2 seconds before remembering the goblins who got their brain eaten. Then he doesn't feel as bad anymore.
And having a hard time searching the place, but so you guys start working together instead, and Bon, you find the Dodecahedron. It's covered in a velvety cloth, and it was actually kind of hidden underneath the thing's bed. And the two of you find the rest of the stuff. There is a fancy box. It's kind of a small box, and when you open it up and look inside, there appears to be a deck of some sort. You find 2 greater healing potions, and then the rest of the things that Thrall mentioned were there.
Can Bon roll Arcana on the Dodecahedron to begin with?
Yes. And anyone trained in Arcana can roll an Arcana on that deck.
Cool.
Wow,
I'll also roll on that
Well, you
then.
know what? I'm not using a luck point.
Okay.
I mean,
You know what? I'm unless Marina wants a help action.
I can help action because technically I'm not like I don't have any proficiency in Arcana, but
Mhm.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, my luck's not good. That's a 14 on the D12, and that's 21 for the cards. Wait, can I roll higher? No, 21 for the cards and 14 for the D12.
Okay, so for the Dodecahedron, Bon, as you're
Mhm.
looking at this, it kind of starts drawing your eyes and you look away because this thing, Thrall said it was very strong in divination magic, and before you looked away, you caught a very like hazy glimpse of a very dark kind of abyssal place. Um so this thing isn't. You've heard of a scrying eye, which allows you to use the spell scrying. And this is a lot like that, but it seems kind of cursed. Not gonna be real. Not gonna lie, it seems kind of cursed.
Mhm.
So on the deck, let's see which Mersel, with the way it's carefully contained, you can tell that the box has a couple of wards on it. And you're pretty sure it's not to keep anyone out, but to keep the power of the deck inside.
Yeah, it's just.
And
like that.
in your readings, you have heard of the deck of many things.
Okay, yeah.
Whoa.
And if you very carefully move it, you can see this one has 13 cards.
Anyone can see it. I'm just gonna say it. Mersel looks torn between caution and weariness, and oh god, why does Thrall have this? And like pure fucking magic nerdery, where he's staring at it and physically holding himself back and just examining it all over.
Gille's gonna walk up beside Mersel and go, "So, what's that?"
Have you ever heard about a deck of many things?
No.
Oh, okay. So, and he just starts info dumping about what the deck is. It's a deck of cards. Most cards only have 13 cards, but sometimes there is the occasional rare one with 22, but this one seems to only have the 13. Before you draw a card, you have to declare how many cards you intend to draw, and then draw them randomly. As soon as you draw a card from the deck, its magic takes effect, and each card has different magic effects, and he goes on to describe a few. For example, one of them has the effect of causing your alignment to change. One of them has the effect of gaining enough experience points, quote quote, to gain one level. One of them makes you disappear and become entombed in suspended animation, and you're imprisoned until you're found and removed.
So, I'm gonna cut you off. Everyone hears this and now knows a whole bunch about the deck of many things. Gille had been, eyeing it, and as you say some of the more uncomfortably dangerous effects that could happen, he puts his urge to draw a card into the back of his mind and just kind of takes his hands and knits them together and goes, "So Thrall didn't say anything about this deck."
No, he did not. And Gil, it's you might wanna like take the deck away from Mersel. It looks like he's physically holding himself back from the urge to draw a card.
Mersel, how about you give me the deck and we look at it later?
He's squints at Gil and says like, to be honest, I don't trust either of us with this.
Excellent. Why don't you give it to me or Marina?
Exactly. It's a legendary item, and quite honestly, none of us should have it. And he's gonna hand it over to Bon.
Amazing. Bond's gonna put that and the Dodecahedron in their bag, away from sight.
And so kind of like Austin just gives a little laugh and it's just like, that tempted me far too much.
Marina, how are you feeling?
God, Marina was just kind of like staring. Like, why the fuck do they have this card deck? It sounds like a terrible idea to have this thing, but yeah. And man, you know, it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. They could have done more crimes. So far, this technically isn't a crime. So
Yeah, honestly, they didn't. Technically, they're only getting someone's wares back, and also like, you know, getting rid of a huge threat.
technically, it was self-defense. Because at least in Marina's case, because the Mind Flayer did the first blow anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. But aside from the deck of many things and the crystal, anything else?
So there are 2 greater healing potions. A kind of rare-looking artifact, rare and forbidden spell components, cursed magic item in the Dodecahedron, besides what I posted into the game zone, which is a bunch of spell components. Although the single diamond worth 50 gold and the bag of crushed clear gems is probably more interesting to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Oh.
So
Yeah, and Marcel's just quietly like laughing and running a hand through his hair, and it's just like, hey, so we have everything, I think, that the Thrall specifically requested.
mhm.
Did we find the scrolls?
Did we find the
Oh.
scrolls? Hannah?
Yes. They're actually so you shift papers about on the desk that was there, and you pull open the drawers and you find the scrolls. And one of them does look unsealed, but thankfully it didn't seem like the creature had started to mess around with it yet.
I am very glad it didn't try to do anything with the Deck of Many Things, or anything here, actually.
Alright, so we have unfortunately run quite over time, so I think we will need to finish this up in another session.
Wait, there's
Oh,
more?
There's more?
Yeah?
I mean, we have to go back and
You have to go
everything.
back, you have to get the distiller, and my throat's getting a little sore.
They're so valid.
This is fine.
So, join us next time for the wrapping up of No Encore. Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.